Good morning students. Now today we discuss about the human reproduction basically. In this lecture, this is the third video of this chapter, means how do organisms reproduce. So we start the topic. Human reproduction means reproduction in human being. First thing is that human being is the sexually reproducing organism and having the sexual dimorphism. Means sexual dimorphism means here male and female both distinguish easily separately. Here male produce the male gamete means sperms, female produce the female gamete called ova. So this is the very simple here. Here sperms have tail, and that means they are the motile structure. They are producing large numbers in testes, but ova is bigger than sperms and it is the non-motile. Only one ovary produce one ova in 1 month, but both ovary work alternatively. There is no food stored in the sperms. Means sperms have no storage food, but ova contain stored food. Both gametes are the microscopic, unicellular and having the half number of the chromosomes as compared to the body cell. You now also hear our body cells means we are the diploid organism, means having the 23 pair chromosomes in every cell, means having 46 chromosomes in every cell. And here sperm and ova are haploid, means gametes are always haploid, so they having the 23 chromosomes only, means having the one set chromosome, means they are the haploid. Now question is that first question is that here what is the puberty? In human being, puberty is the that stage where organism is sexually mature, means the period during adolescence when the rate of general body growth begin to slow down and reproductive tissues begin to mature. Also said the puberty in human males it is between 11 to 13 years and in females it is 10 to 12 years. This is the very simple. And during the puberty periods and after the puberty, physical, mental, emotional, psychological changes are taking place in boys and girls in both. Okay. And these changes, these characters are known as the secondary sexual characters. These are, in case of the boy, red mustache start appear, boys being cracked, reproductive organs developed, muscular body, and start producing large number of the sperms and they are released into the epididymis. In case of the girls, breast size begins to increase, skin of nipples darkens, menstrual cycle starts. Here menstrual cycle it is the symbol of puberty. That means if menstrual cycle is taking place in the female, that means here we ask about that. A female is showing the puberty. The process in which male and female showing the mating is known as the copulation or coitus. So this is the very simple. Now we start the every topic one by one. So first topic is the male reproductive system. In human male reproductive system, see the diagram. It is the primary sex organs which contain the one pair testes, duct system, epididymis, vasa deferens or sperm duct, urethra, a system of glands, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, Cooper's glands, okay, and here copulatory organ called penis. So see the diagram representation here. Here is the very simple diagram. Testes open into the epididymis, epididymis open into the vasa deferens, after that into the means ejaculatory duct, and it contains the prostate glands, also bulbourethral glands and seminal vesicle. And here there are large number of the questions are here. So we discuss the every question one by one. So first question is testes. One pair testes are present in a bag-like structure and that structure is known as the scrotum or scrotal sac, which is like outside the abdominal cavity. Hence they are the extra abdominal in position. And These are descend after the birth, means at the 8th month after the birth in the scrotum cell, means testes. This is so because testes have to maintain the temperature 1 or 3 degree lesser temperature than body to produce the functional sperm. This is because spermatogenesis required 1 or 3 degree centigrade less temperature in compare of body. That's why they present in the scrotum outside the body. Question is that what is the function of testes? So testes are those organs who produce the male gametes, means sperm. They also produce, means testes also produce testosterone hormone, which is responsible for producing the sperms as well as secondary sexual characteristics in males. Now next structure is the epididymis. Attached to each testis is a highly coiled tube called epididymis. The sperms are stored here, then mature in the epididymis, and each epididymis leads into the sperm duct or vasa deferens. Each vasa deferens rises up and enters into the abdominal cavity. It unites with the duct coming from the urinary bladder to form a common duct called urethra, which passes through the penis and open outside the body. Along the way of duct, the 3 glands are open and pour their secretion into the vasa deferens. Now question is that here, what is the function of the vasa deferens? It means the passage of the sperms in the male body. Function of glands: they produce the different secretions like seminal vesicles form the 60% of the semen. Prostate gland form 25% part of the semen. Okay, so 2 glands form the part of the semen, and they provide the medium nutrition to the sperms as well as neutralize the urethral medium, acidic medium of the urethra. So plasma means fluids of these glands are alkaline in nature. Bulbourethral glands release their secretion during the copulation and make the slippery path of the female reproductive tracts. Now function is the urethra. It is the common passage for both semen as well as urine from the body to the outside of body. Now penis, it is the organ which is used to introduce sperm into the female body. It is richly supplied with blood vessels. It is a very adaptable and very flexible structures. Now second is the female reproductive system. It consists of 1 pair ovaries, 1 pair fallopian tubes or oviduct, a single uterus means womb, vagina with cervix is known as the birth canal here. Glands, Bartholin glands, 1 pair mammary glands. So see the diagrammatic representation here. Ovary, 1 pair ovary, 1 pair fallopian tube, main body uterus, and uterus is made up of the 3 parts: upper part, middle part, and cervix, lower part. Cervix with vagina is known as the birth canal. So here it is the 1 pair ovary. Each ovary is almond shaped and present inside the abdominal cavity. At the time of the birth, each child already contains thousands of immature ovum. These immature ovum start mature after the puberty, one by one. Only one ovum produced by the one ovary in 1 month, means 28 to 29 days, and each ovary releases an ovum alternatively. The process by releasing ovum is known as the ovulation, means the release of an ovum from ovary into the abdominal cavity is known as the ovulation. So this is the very simple. Now question is that function of the ovary. It produces and releases the ovum alternatively to produce female reproductive hormones estrogen and progesterone. Progesterone is also known as the pregnancy hormone. Question is that fallopian tube. Fallopian tube are 2 in number, means 1 pair, and they are the site of the fertilization, and they are the connect with the uterus, means Functions of fallopian tubes. This is the very simple. It is the site of the fertilization between male and female gametes and form the zygote early. ठीक है. Uterus. It is the site of the development of the baby, means embryonic development. It contains the endometrium, which is the vascular, highly rich in the blood supply and helps in the formation of placenta. So here function of the uterus is very simple. Its lower part is known as the cervix. Cervix with vagina form the birth canal. Here function of the uterus: the embryo formed in the fallopian tube comes down and gets attached to the endometrium, means implantation, and develops for the next 9 months till the baby is delivered. Now question is that here also what is the vagina? The uterus open into the vagina through the cervix, and the vagina is muscular tube-like structure which is helps in the delivery of the baby after the 9 months. Yeah, approx 7, 8, 9 months, and after the maturation of the baby. It is also serve as the canal for receiving the semen at the time of copulation. Now, ovum. If ovum has the two conditions, when ovum comes out from the ovary into the fallopian tube, then there are two happenings are taking place here with ovum. First, if ovum is not fertilized, then menstrual cycle is taking place. If fertilization is taking place, then zygote formation is taking place. Zygote develop into the embryo, means embryonic development is taking place. That means if fertilization is taking place or if fertilization is not taking place. So first question is that if fertilization is not taking place, then menstrual cycle occurs. It is the loss of blood, mucus, along with the unfertilized ovum and ruptured cells and tissues of the endometrium through the vagina of the female. It is 28-day cycle which occurs in every reproductive active females from puberty. First menstrual cycle is known as the menarche. Last menstrual cycle, which is taking place after the 45 to 50 year, is known as the menopause. Flow of blood continue 2 to 8 days. If ovum does not get fertilized, then the endometrium start sloughing off and there is the loss of the blood and mucus etc. through the vagina. Now position is that here also, if fertilization is taking place, then zygote formation is taking place, embryonic development is taking place, means zygote formation and embryonic development are taking place, and it to be started from the fallopian tube. Means first of all, in case of fertilization, male gamete fertilize the ovum in the fallopian tube, then it's formed the zygote, and this zygote move towards the fallopian tube, after then towards the uterus, where it's showing the cleavage, large number of the cleavage, and it's showing the implantation, and implantation gives rise the pregnancy case. Okay, so this is the very simple. Now see here, it is the implantation position, and what happened here, the semen discharge into the vaginal tract during the copulation. The sperm travels upwards and reach to the fallopian tube, where one sperm fuse with one ovum to form zygote. Zygote divides and redivides as it descends into the uterus, and embryo gets implanted in the endometrium. The endometrium thickens as so as receive the embryo. The embryo gets nutrition from the mother's blood with the help of the special tissue called placenta, which is disc-like structure embedded into the uterine ball. Now here finger-like projections which are present in the endometrium as well as chorionic villi of the embryo to form the embedded with together to form the placenta. Means placenta is the symbiotic association between embryo and fetus. It works as the respiratory system, nutritive system, means digestive nutritive system, excretory system etc. So there are large number of the functions of the placenta. So see here, villi provides a large surface area for glucose and oxygen to pass from mother to developing embryo, and waste to pass from embryo to the mother through the placenta, where embryo start resembling a human is formed it is termed as the fetus. The fetus continued to develop inside the uterus is almost 9 months, after which the baby delivered as a result of the rhythmic contraction of the uterine muscles. So students, this is the simple embryonic development in the human male. So this is the syllabus according to the class 10th, not as per to the class 12th. Class 12th contain huge number of the questions, large description. Okay, so this is the topic as per the class 10. Thank you and have a nice day.